Hey guys, it's Stu's Vids back for another video, and I know this is a little bit overdue because I think we got just over 275 hours on the tractor, but I figured I would do a 275 hour review, even though it's got 276.6 or 7 hours on it. I figured I would just do a review of the machine. You know, I think it's a good number to do a review at, you know? So basically what this machine is it is a GT or garden tractor, so it's a garden tractor, you know, so it could tow a lot of things with the hitch, and you could put a sleeve hitch on here, you know. And these came in a variety of different mower deck sizes, all the way from 42 to 54. They all came with the Kohler Command Series CH engines. This one happens to have the Kohler Command CH670-0011 spec number. It's like a good machine. No. A 11 gauge steel mower deck, 11 gauge steel frame with the twin C channel, and is shaft driven, and that's why it has a well, it does have a hydrostatic transmission, but I was gonna say that's why it has a hydraulic engine. It does not have a hydraulic engine. The engine has hydraulic valve lifters, but rather it has, it's a horizontal shaft engine because it has a cast iron shaft driven transaxle that goes back to an 11 gauge steel frame. This is an 11 gauge steel plate, and there's your channel frame. I mean, look at the size of that. I mean, that's super heavy duty. 4 bolt-on lug wheels with 30mm axles or 1-inch axles. Has the square holes for, well, like wheel weights or something. Has the 44-inch motor deck. Oh, hello, bee. And stainless steel drive shaft all the way to the back, and no belts other than to power the deck. Has a brand new seat on it from Tractor Supply. You know, it's a fold down seat, so, you know, it can fold down. It's got armrests. Really nice. I love that seat, so much better than the original. It's got a deluxe 14-inch steering wheel, you know. Nice grip, it's manual. It's all the manual tractors, so, you know. Manual deck height adjustment. Manual throttle, manual choke. Brake, forward and reverse HST pedal. This is your cruise control pedal. So you push down on your pedal and you press it down, and it'll lock it in. And you can either push on the brake, you can push down on the forward pedal, or in some cases, you can even pull up on it, and that will disengage your cruise control. Fenders, 2.5 gallon fuel tank, or 2.25 gallon fuel tank. Taper roller bearings in the front spindles. Yeah, it's a little bit greasy because this tractor has not been washed in, I don't know, close to 2 years, I think. Yeah, it's been close to 2 years since this tractor's been washed. I mean, these are a little bit more clean. 44 deck, cuts pretty well. Not as good as our Husqvarna LGT 2654 that we had for 2 years before we sold it. And this thing was down for a while. but now we got back up and running. So we sold that, and this machine, these are really, really heavy duty, and they didn't cost a lot back in the day, but I mean nowadays an equivalent tractor to this is a Cadet XT3 Enduro series, GSX, or the GS series, either one you want to get. And those are $6,000 with no mower deck. Mower deck is an option on those tractors. So that just goes to show you how much inflation has happened, guys. Suspension seat, I mean, this is really the top of the line garden tractor. And then at the time, there was the 3000 series. So basically it was the same chassis. Instead of it being 11 gauge steel frame though, it was 9 gauge steel frame, and I think the same gauge steel decks, and they were a little bit bigger, all steel hoods, and they had hydraulics, and you could put a Cat 03 point on them. Those were really nice. But the 2500 series manual garden tractors are really, really tough machines. I mean, these transaxles, this transmission in here is a Hydro Gear BDU-10 with hardened steel gears for longer life, and cast iron transmission housing with a dipstick for longer life, and you can drain it and refill it. And this has as much torque as a K72 transaxle. So the K72 by Kanzaki and the BDU-10 in the GTX and the GS and the GSX XT3s are very equivalent to that. And the Kohler Command Professional Series, Kohler Command motors, they're top of the line by Kohler. They'll last probably about 2,000 hours. Make sure to use good synthetic 10W30 or 10W40 oil in them during the summer, and then during the winter use good full synthetic, 5W30, something like that, 030. No, you cannot run 030 in this, sorry. You can only run 530, 1030, and I think 15W40 they said. Don't quote me. Just stick to 1030 and 5W30. It also has a cast iron front axle. Cast iron front axle with the heavy duty spindles for easier turning. Here's a nice bumper, GT style bumpers and the GT style fender flares. It also has the Smart Jet deck wash system, so you can just connect this to your garden hose. And then snap, it goes on. And this recently just had a carburetor rebuild done to it due to it dying pretty quick when you're in the middle of mowing. And after we rebuilt the carb, this thing has not let me down once. Never again. This is an excellent tractor to anybody out there who's looking to buy a used one. They are becoming harder to find because a lot of people are trying to keep these, because they're a good heavy garden tractor. You can't really get them for, a good price anymore. And if you want a similar style from a different brand like Kubota or John Deere, you have to, pay close to $10,000, $12,000, $14,000, $14,000 in order to get the same league of a tractor that you got a Cub Cadet in. So it's just not worth it to pay the extra money when you might as well just pay for a machine like this. And, it's a little bit dirtier now, but you can see the undercarriage of this thing is massive. Here's the engine, here's a shaft drive, you got the motor. The hood, this is a replacement hood. This is the second hood because the hood snapped in the back. It's got this thing, believe it or not, has a 10-year-old battery in it. It's pretty impressive. Fresh oil change on this. For your small engine equipment, and especially for air-cooled engines, I would run 10W30 AMSOIL full synthetic small engine oil. It's personally, in my opinion, the best stuff you can buy on the market. And hey, great luck with it. It made this tractor a lot quieter, and it's going to help this tractor's engine last for a lot longer than if you just use conventional 10W30 oil. And no petroleum in it. It's a full synthetic based oil. It's really nicely made. We can take a look underneath the deck. I don't know why you would wanna, but for some of you who are kind of curious. Oh boy, it's really dirty. That's the inside of her. I don't know if you can really see nothing. Oh no, I'm getting. Nah, you can't really see nothing. Oh, wow, those blades are really rusty. Okay, here's the top of the deck, It's a little bit dirty, but it's used, so this is used as a real tractor, I have a garden cart that I pull around with it, I mow with it. During the spring, I will pull a 500-pound roller, and I will pull my dethatcher sometimes, and that tractor will never stop. Today I used the trailer to pull some tires. That was pretty fun. And let me tell you guys, if you want a real tractor, you want a Cub Cadet. And another thing I've used this for is I used it for pulling a trailer that had, I forgot what was on it. All I know is the trailer weighed a little bit over 3,000 pounds, and that little tractor was able to pull it. Which is I'm pretty impressed, because even our cars can't pull that much weight, and this little tractor can. These little tractors are built solid. My neighbor over there has the one just below this, the 1500 series GT 1554. It's a nice machine, 27 horsepower Kohler Courage. I don't really like the Kohler Courages because I think the Commands are much better motors. They last a lot longer. Obviously heavier frame, much larger frame, shaft drive, cast iron transaxle, cast iron front axle, all the goodies, heavier decks. That's what you want in a machine, is you want quality. And I think MTD, when they made this machine, and don't get scared because it's made by MTD. That has nothing to do with it. MTD makes a really quality product when they try. They tried very hard with this mower to make it really nice. And look, this tractor is coming on 15 years old. Next year it's going to be 15, 16 years old, I think. And look, it's still around. These machines are still around because they've been maintained. And the reason they've been maintained and they last so long is because they use high quality parts, and because they're made with the highest quality care that they can use. And it's made in the USA, which is the best you can get. So I just thought you guys might want to, like a 275-hour review. My personal thoughts on the tractor. The tractor's amazing. It's my favorite tractor I've ever owned. Personally, I've been on a lot of tractors myself, and me being a tractor head. I've been on a Toro wheel horse. I've been on a old Cub Cadet 1872. That was really nice. John Deere. I've been on a couple John Deeres. But not a single one of them I've found, not even the 1872, which I'm really surprised about, or the Deeres, have came out to be as good of quality, or the Toro, which I'm super surprised about. None of them have came out to be as good of quality as this Cub Cadet, because this Cub Cadet has just lasted much longer than those machines without major repairs. So I'm gonna say, if you're looking for a used machine, definitely go for the 2500 series. It doesn't matter if it's a GT 25, 42, 44, 50, 54. Doesn't matter. Get one. They're amazing. The core commands in them will last a lifetime. The transmissions are bulletproof. I mean, once the motor wears out, you rebuild it. It'll last probably another 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 hours. I mean, that's really good. And then, you know, by then, if you can rebuild it again, and, you know, keep getting the service out of it until, you know, the block's done, or the cylinder bores are bad, you know, cast iron cylinder bores. So, until the engine is bad, until the engine block itself or other major components of the tractor is bad, or the engine is really, really bad, I mean, even if you have to replace the engine in it, still, it's worth it because you still got the heavy-duty tractor around it. So, if you're looking to get a tractor, definitely recommend the 2500 series. And, yeah, so, thank you guys for watching. Please, I don't know if we're going to have comments on this video or not. If there is comments, please don't be hateful and try to leave a nice comment. And subscribe. And share with all your friends. Thank you. Bye. Alright guys, so I just finished mowing. And here's the cut quality. And so today I just mowed the front because I had a problem with the it getting really tall, and it's super wet today. So just blow it off the tractor. And I figured I didn't let you guys hear it run in the last video, so I'm going to turn it back on and I'm going to let you guys hear it run, and we're going to go park it. Alright. Want them to run it idle for a long time, but listen, first of all, you want to run it at least mid-throttle, because at idle, these engines don't have very good oil pressure. So that's why you want to make sure you have at least mid-throttle going. It's better for the motors to choke. So mid-throttle and choke is the best way to start a small engine. And, you know, So that's the running portion of the Cub Cadet Heavy Duty GT 2544 garden tractor. In my opinion, I think these are super garden tractors. And, you know, I recommend it. Oh, you know what? This is the oil I recommend for these mowers. Great stuff. AMSOIL, if you make your own account, it's really worth it because you can get $3 off per quart. Just the best stuff in the world. See, and this is different than regular car oil, so definitely buy this stuff. It will help your small engines last a lot longer. That's what I use in this machine. That's what I use in the transmission. Or I either use the 20W50 zero-turn transmission oil, or I use the tractor hydraulic oil, or I'll just use the Cub Cadet synthetic transmission oil, because it's really good stuff, because that's fully synthetic. But whatever you want to do, it's just good stuff. So I just figured I'd let you guys, you know, see the Cub Cadet run, and you know, it runs good. It runs really good. The mower, you know, 277 hours now. There's a pressure washer in the back. This thing's gonna need it soon. So anyway, that's it for today, and take care. Bye.